How are you? Today is Monday the 9th of October already. Crazy. And it's Thanksgiving here in Canada. Happy Thanksgiving to everybody. We are going to be drawing a typical Canadian ice skating night scene. People do this all the time in the winter. They find a pond and they skate on it. I'm just trying to get to my page so that I can see you guys. Something is a little off. Oh, I know what it is. Okay, so I'm having a few internet problems and I hope that my husband can fix it before my class today. My computer does not want to give me any internet, even though I know that I have Wi-Fi on my phone, which is really odd. So just bear with me, especially sure if I can. I don't think I can. Okay, well, we're just going incognito, not really incognito, but I probably won't be able to answer your, well, I'll go on here and see who is with us, and then I will pull up the image, or maybe I can airdrop that image. There's always a way. There is always a way. Let's have a look. All right. Hi, C. I see you. Hi, Tash. I see that there's 5 people. Louise is here. Good morning. Good morning. All right. So I'll show you the images, and then we will get started. How about I try doing this? There must be a way. I'm like, why can't my computer, this is what, I'm a little technically challenged when my computer can't connect to the Wi-Fi, but other things can connect to the Wi-Fi. So I think my husband's changed something, and that's why I can't connect. It's the only reason that would happen. So I'm going to show you the 2 images that we have. We have this one. This one, people are kind of standing around a little bit. You could zoom in and focus on this group of people playing hockey. And then these look like pads, ice pads that have actually been made in a park. And we have those up at the rec center as well, that the city makes the pads. But then this one is definitely more, I think, on a pond. Well, I'm not sure. Maybe they've made these pads as well. My daughter, they usually find like, you know, like the storm ponds, and then they use that for their, like, going to play. She doesn't play hockey, but she goes and hangs out with them and takes her hockey stick that she doesn't actually use. But yeah, I probably shouldn't have told you that. Anyway, they have fun. They have fun. I'm gonna airdrop this. I'm not sure if I can, but I will see. Let's see if I can airdrop these, and then I can at least see who is on. Having a few technical issues here today. Sorry, everybody. Because I don't think I can airdrop these. Maybe I can. Let's see. Airdrop. Oh, I think it did come up. Okay, let's see if that works then. Yay, that worked. Okay, we are back in action. Can close you down. Now I've got to figure out how I can get my computer up and running for my class today. We'll figure it out. We have until 10, right? Padlet is not working this morning. Oh my gosh. Did you close it and come back into it? See? Hi, Amy. Hi, Sarah. Hello, Marianne. Okay, let's ask these guys, is your Padlet working today or is it not working today? So we have two images. This one, which I think I'll start with this one, and then we have this one. I love the shadows on this one as well. So, and these are kind of definitely lit up by, I like the moonshine. I couldn't find like a whole bunch of night skating images. So this is all we've got right now. Is anybody else's Padlet not working? Okay, I didn't do weekend prompts because it's Thanksgiving. I missed two, so I am going to put 2 pages aside. We have the one that I missed was City Scene, which I really want to do, and I'm going to just label it here. And then the other one was Fox, which I saw some of you did, and it was really lovely, so I want to do that one as well. Louise says, I had to re-log into the Nocturnal Padlet. Marianne says, all my classes are missing from the Padlet. They were there Saturday. Okay, it sounds like Padlet has done an update. You, like Louise did, you have to log out and log back in and try that. I mean, they have to be there. I'm not sure why it's being a little bit funny. All right. This is the image that I'm going to work from. I am going to crop it, so I don't want all of this. Although maybe it will be quite fun to do an actual image like this. I'm going to have to crop it a little bit. Maybe I'll leave that bright light up there. Or shall I crop it like this? I think I may crop it like this. All right. I'm going to leave that there so you can see what I'm doing. Now, you could do negative space with this one, and I think that would be kind of impossible and a little bit crazy to go around all the figures. I think it would be easier to actually draw the figures. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to white out this area here. I'm going to get my white acrylic paint and do a scraping of white on the bottom there. Okay, well, we'll see if that helps. If anybody else has any ideas on the Padlet, why it's not working. There's a whole weekend of like weird internet happenings. Okay, my scraper, which is getting clogged with a lot of paint. I'm going to pull it up a little bit so that I have more room for the skaters, if that makes sense. Like less trees in the background. You can create actually quite good values with a scraper. When I was doing some advertising for my virtual art retreat, which starts tomorrow, I was looking through all the photos that we've done. Oh no, I've got to go up a little bit. I was looking through all the photos that we had done over the past year, looking at all the images, and there were a couple of scraped landscapes. Today, if you're doing my class, bring a scraper and some paint, if you have paint. Okay, so the ice is going to be a little bit thicker here. This is going to take a little bit of time to dry, or I may have to use my dryer for this. I may also have to use a piece of paper. Can you guys still hear me? Marianne, did you try logging in and out? I'm trying to make this straight going across. Good job, I started with a little bit of room up there. You could put tape as well. That would would be an option. That would probably be a really good option, to put tape along the top so that you get a nice straight line. Okay, let's see how that is, and then I want to scrape along here and make this all nice and straight. Because there's like a fence or a barrier. I think my scraper isn't completely straight there. And then there's a little bit of grass area, and then this is also, because the paint dries quite quickly, I think I need a better scraper. Hang on. I've got some very heavy duty business cards. Sue says, yes, tried everything. Shut down, it was gone. When I turned on, I'm not sure how to log off and on. Oh, Marianne says, still missing. I will try and find links in email chats. And your internet is fine, because I know that if my internet is spotty, it won't load. So, but it does sound like it's an issue for both of you, which is really odd. Maybe the east of or northeast of the US is having internet problems. Anybody else having problems? No, Louise said she had to log on and log off. Log off and log on. I can probably have a look to see how to log off and on. Maybe I'll do that so I can show you. Well, I won't log off, because if not, I won't be able to. If I have a problem too, that would be not good. All right, so we have, oh, maybe I can scrape into this. Let's see if that works. A little bit of an experiment this morning. I didn't even use this card. Hang on, let me get rid of all this on here. We need the song Ice Ice Baby, I think, for this song, for this little exercise. Is it the same in Maine that everybody goes crazy, like when the ice is, when the temperatures dip down and then they skate on ponds? See? Amy says, really like the scraping, perfect for ice and snow. I think so. I think it's a good alternative to like just painting with a paintbrush. It gives quite great great textures, which I like. There's a big mound of snow there. Okay, so I'm going to use the side of this piece of paper, which is a little bit, this is just watercolor paper, but I'm going to take this and then make some marks for the trees. I think I need to figure out how to make these look realistic. But, I mean, they're kind of everywhere, aren't they? The marks on the trees. Just need to follow our direction. You think it's Padlet's issue? Hopefully they will resolve it. Oh yeah, hopefully they will too. Louise says, I had to find the link to Nocturnal Month in my email. All my other classes have gone to. Oh, goodness. All right, well, I'll contact support as well and ask them what are they doing, because that's not good. And just thinking about Esty. Has anybody heard from Esty? I'm really kind of worried about Esty. Our friend Esty is over in Israel. Okay, there's a little bit of city streets there. I didn't even see that at the beginning. So let's do that as well. Okay, I'm going to just quickly dry this. It shouldn't take 2 minutes or 1 minute. Hang on a second. Oh my God, Patreon looks different too. I'm like, I know that all these apps, they like to update, but it is confusing, isn't it? Really confusing. Oh my goodness. And have you seen what Google did? Google is so frustrating now. They don't have a middle search bar. They've got all these like ads that they put on the bottom. Like it's very, I don't like all these changes. Don't like them. Okay, well, I have a quick idea. What I could do is drop these 2 images into you guys on Instagram, just so that you have them, because I don't really want you to be without them. Let me drop those 2 images. I just screenshotted them, so you will have to crop them, but this way you have them. Sorry, I wasn't even thinking. Sometimes in the morning, you know, it takes a little bit for me to actually think, oh, well, I can just do this for you guys. And what I'll do is, for the morning class, the landscapes, I'll drop them into our chat. You have to be careful with this dryer working with acrylics, because it bubbles, like, because it's basically, it is plastic that you are working with. No, come back here. Okay. All right. I think what would work best would be like a dip ink pen or something like that for this. So I'm going to get one of my old dip ink pens and not worry too much about clogging. So something that one of them that I haven't cleaned so much, and I know that I have one somewhere. Where are you, dip ink pen? I know that you are here somewhere. Oh, here's one. No, that's not the dip ink pen. That one is actually, and I was wondering where that one was. Okay, let's see. Here's a dip ink pen. Here's a dip ink pen. And I don't know where my trusty green-based dipping pen is. Okay, so I've got these 2, and I'm going to just make little people. Okay, did you guys get the images now? I don't know how many of you are doing the images with me from the Padlet, but I dropped them into our group chat on Patreon. Okay, let's have a look. I'm going to start with these back here and just really just look at the shapes. I'm not sure if this is going to work. Maybe even the 14B may work even a little bit better. Hang on, let me try. This is all trial and error, you know that, right? Oh, 14B works much better. Let's do that instead of messing around with ink. you guys still here? I wish you guys could talk as well, like it's not, like really talk. Okay, well, hopefully my husband can fix my, oh, I need a little opening here. I'm going to try Neocolors just for the opening, okay? And just make that a little bit more a block of white. You know where the boards, you have like the little opening. What's that from? I don't know what that was from. That just appeared. Maybe it was a block of ink. The little opening where you go into the ice. Did everybody get the images now? I don't think you can hear me. Can you guys hear me? Give me a thumbs up if you can hear me, because, well, only one thumb up. One thumb up. If you're watching this, please like and comment that you are here. I know that we have a few people here. Okay, he needs to be bigger. Relative sizing is, a lot of it is relative sizing when you're doing something like this. I can see these guys have hockey sticks. There's a lot of, you know what else would have been good on this is a very fine black, like marker, like a Sharpie. Or I just didn't want to use a micron because I didn't want to clog it up. And there's a mound of snow here, which I'm going to put on as well. Oh yes, you can hear me. Louise says, yes, still here. Marianne says, can hear you. And Tash says, yes, I can hear you. Okay, so I did put them in the Patreon group chat so that you can see the images that I'm working from. Some people, if you're just joining, and I don't think my thumbs up button is working, is it? Maybe it's just how I'm working with the other device. Maybe that's what it is. I think everybody's still sleeping today. Okay, I want some benches here. There's a couple of there's a red trousers here and a red jacket there. Let's go back up here to these guys and get these all finished. There's some white, white fencing here, which I think I can get in with the Neocolor. We will just build this little scene. These are the street lights here that I want to get in the background. Some red ones. The red really only shows up when you put the white on. So, and all the other colors too, like if you want something that's very bright, I think it's definitely better if you put a little bit of the white down first if you're working with Neocolors on like a dark surface and you want it to be bright. Definitely a good idea to do that first. A squiggly pole. Make that a little bit bigger. Like things like this, you can use rulers, because light posts, I mean, one, I made it way too thick, so I'm going to just clean this up. But, rulers are great for getting those really straight lines straight. Good morning, Maria. Scott says, I went to email and reloaded it, but classes are missing. Yeah, I'm gonna contact Padlet and ask them what's happening. And then what I will do is, with the foundation class this morning, I'm gonna drop the images in the class chat so that you have them for today, and then we'll get that back up. It's a bit of a technically challenged morning, Maria. I have Wi-Fi on my devices, but I don't have Wi-Fi on my laptop, so I'm hoping that my husband can fix that. Yeah, it's a little challenging because I have a class today and I need to be able to record one, and I need to be able to use Zoom. So hopefully he can. And I tried hotspotting my laptop to my phone, which worked until I started YouTube. So I don't know what that was about. Anyway, we're drawing ice skaters this morning on a pond, a night pond, and I'm enjoying it. I like drawing these little people. It's just shapes, really. Did everybody have a good Sunday? I know that I saw some of you on Saturday. Did you guys have a good Sunday? I'm going to put a little bit of shadow underneath these guys over here. In England, we didn't play ice hockey. We played field hockey, which I think they do now. They play here now, and in England they play a little bit more ice hockey. Like, you have to join a team that's at a rink, but in school we played field hockey. Do you guys play field hockey in the States or wherever you are? Okay, we have another light post here, which is kind of obscuring this scene here, and I can just pull it up here. It's just going to be black, and then the base, and then the lovely shadow. Because that's really why we do these lovely night scenes, is to create those beautiful shadows. I mean, it's not the only reason, but it's one of the reasons I love doing them. Okay, this is a big garbage can. We definitely need a garbage can for all the garbage that people bring to the rink. Want a big one. And then we have, I could probably use my ruler for this. Sometimes my hand just works straight and sometimes it does not work straight. Okay, and then we have a whole bunch of people down here, which I'm going to get done. Did you do the daughter photo shoot? Oh my God, Sarah, it was a disaster. Disaster. Yeah. Yes, I did the daughter shoot. I think I got a couple. I ended up filming them. Like, I was trying to get them to do this pose because the theme is emotion. Actually, I think I got some quite quirky ones. I'm not sure if I want to put that on a canvas, but they're quite funny. So I filmed them so that I could have a look at different frames. Definitely better to film than to try and get stills of my two daughters, one that does not like being near anybody. Okay, this isn't coming out black enough, so I do need to change this. Oh, let's see if the China marker is better. Is the China marker better? Kind of, but it's still a little bit. It's not as clean as I want it. Okay, we are going to try Sharpie. Yeah, Sharpie. Yeah, so it was quite funny and not very, my vision did not get fulfilled, but that's okay. It is what it is, and I guess I thought they would be more cooperative. I said, you know what, you guys are very cooperative when it comes to working for like your school teachers, or it was really my youngest. I can't say it was my eldest who was not being cooperative, but Amy says hockey on ice lacrosse in the air. Oh, is that the same thing as lacrosse field hockey? No. So yeah, field hockey, you have like a stick. It's a little bit different. It's on a field, and the stick is round like this. A person is like this, high. My lovely person. And yeah, so this is the stick. It's wooden. It's a wooden stick. And the ball has to stay on the field. It can't come past, I think, your hip. So it has to stay down. And the field is as big as a football field, like a soccer field. Yeah. Scott says, spoke with Esty just now, and she says it's very tough, but the fact that the world knows and thinks of us is very helpful. Yeah, I can't even fathom what they are going through in Israel, and it must be horrific and very scary. But Marie, going back to the hockey thing, Maria, same idea as lacrosse. So you have to get the ball in the net, basically. And the ball is rock hard, which is not nice if you get hit by it. It is hard and heavy. Okay, we're going to put two figures together over here. Just looking at the shape. I didn't get enough of her. And also this guy here. There's a little bit of peach. Like, there's a little bit of color on this image, but not much. The shadows I don't want to do with this black because they're going to be too harsh, too sharp. Ah, you reported the Padlet issue. Thank you, C. That's great. You know what? Their customer service is really great. Really great. So hopefully they will get back to you. I didn't know about your issue, so I'm going to also contact them and say, you know, people are having issues with getting their Padlets. Because there are multiple light sources, you get these four-way shadows. Some of them are a little more solid than the others. I'm going to get these two people in as well. And this one, he's not really doing anything. I wish these guys in the front were looking like that. Maybe I will go to the other image. What is the time? Oh yeah. I'm going to go to the other image and put some of these on here. I think that's a good idea. Because these guys have more movement. I just have to make them the same size. So maybe I'll draw in pencil quickly, make them the same size, which it can be a little bit challenging because I don't want them like massively bigger. I want them the same size. So I've got to look at limbs and see, maybe this guy looks a little bit big. Maybe it's just that it's the movement that I want. And the shadow is very cool as well. The shadow I can get on right now. Okay, Marion says I'm getting them back as I click links Shah sent us, or in chats or Patreon, and re-enter passwords. That's a lot of... What I think some people do is once they have... so see, you could go, for example, all those times that I've sent you in your personal chat in Instagram, you could go back in there and you could look at all the Padlets that I've sent you, and then you can click on those and with the passwords and see if that works. But like Marianne said, if you go back into Patreon and oh no, that should be not very dark. Oh well. Go back into Patreon and I don't know if they would be in replay, or go back in your group chats for classes, and they would probably be in there, right? Yeah. I know it's a lot of work, but a lot of people, what they do is they create a little note area with a link to all their Padlets with the passwords, and that is super, super handy. Okay, because this image here that I'm working from, only has one shadow, I am going to pretend that I know what I'm doing when I put another shadow over here. Oh, and go back to this one. I want a couple of benches here. So just a reminder, there is a foundation class this morning. Hopefully nothing will, hopefully my husband will be able to repair my laptop. If not, I'll be using his. But yeah, hopefully that will be repaired. And what else? Tomorrow I am starting a virtual art retreat number 8. There is a 40% discount if you're a patron. That is a $46 saving, and we're going to Scotland, we are going to Finland, we are going to, here I've got the whole list here, Egypt and South Korea. So those are the countries that we are going to starting on Tuesday. And if you've seen our past work, you know that we do a lot of everything. We do a lot of not just landscapes, we do cityscapes, we do portraits, figures. If you are taking that class, you probably have seen the Padlet because I shared it. I did share it, didn't I share it? If I didn't share it, I will share it. And the images are gorgeous of Scotland, if I must say myself, like so nice. All these beautiful castles, and then bagpipe players, and landscapes of sky. Look, just gorgeous. Okay, I'm going to get some shadows in coming from the sides, because then it'll look like there are more people on the ice that we don't see right here. And let's go back to this, and I'll put at least a player here that this guy is playing with. I'm going to do this directly in pen. See, when you use a pen over acrylic, doesn't really work very well. Like, it works for a little bit and then it just says, no, I'm done. You've covered me in stuff and I don't want to work anymore. So as you can see, I'm having a hard time getting pen on here. Do we have any skaters in the house? Ice skaters, hockey skaters? Oh, Scott says, well, I didn't think ahead, so I did not keep class names and passwords, so many of them. Okay, so what I will do is I'm going to put a link to my new class, which is the Virtual Art Retreat, and just as a final advertisement, in all the classes that I have taught that are in group chats. So you may be bombarded with a lot of group chats, but then you can go, if you're in that group chat, you can scroll to the top and see where the Padlet is and click on that. Sounds good? I will do that for 10 minutes this morning. I will put that in for you guys. Okay. I feel like a shadow should be this way. I feel like this shadow is wrong. Oh no! Not a wrong shadow. Yep, I think it should be this way. Don't know why I put that shadow there. Let's see if I can get rid of that shadow a little bit. I can. And also, well, I can put one shadow but make it a little bit further over here. Louise says, I will keep a list going forward, which I wish I was more of an organized person. I wish I was a little bit more organized person too. Now, if there was a very organized person, they would have a list of the person that took the class, what other classes they took. The Padlet is great when it works. Agreed? Agreed. But not when it doesn't work. Did you go into home? Did you go into like your Padlet? Did you do that, everybody? I can show you kind of where that is, I think. Okay, going back to here. I'm going to put another garbage can over here as well. And then there are bags on the ground. All these bags people bring with their gear. I didn't do both of them, but I did take from the other one. So I think that is okay. I don't know if I want to do this group of people up here. I think I'm just going to leave it like that. I kind of like the composition as is. Where will you store your list? I put mine in notes. Okay, that's a good one. Marianne says, I store in notes on iPad, but always bookmark as favorite in Padlet. Not sure how else to save them. Well, let me just quickly show you, because I can't do it from the other one, but I can do it from here. So this is nocturnal. So if I go out, and it may be different for you because this is my personal and I have created all these Padlets, but if I go to accounts and it says, hi Charlotta, happy Monday, you can go to recents, which is the one that you've recently, or you can go to here, Blue Shine Out, which is my account, and then I say all. So then I have all my Padlets that I have ever created. Does that make sense? So once you're in here, this page, which is what you should be in, down here also, well, you don't want to say join, but right here, if you are in Padlets, down here there's a little bar and you have like the more button. If you go to the more button, you log out and then you log back in. You could do that. Mine's working for now, so I don't want to touch it. So I would go into where my profile is once you've logged in, click on that, and then go into all. Don't put them in archive, because then you won't see them. If you put them in archived, it just means that they're going to go in there and they'll be stored, like for any that you know that you're not using anymore, but you want to keep. It says don't forget to drink water. So that is how I get in. So, yeah, Marianne says, my all is empty. Amy says, really like this night skating. Lots of memories growing up skating at night as a kid. See, Amy, like this is what I love about images like this, where, you know, if you're living somewhere, maybe you have photos of your friends and you at night that you could create a little scene. But I know it will ring true to a lot of people, this, especially in the colder regions of North America. And even Finland and Sweden and Norway as well. Okay, so we're gonna call this one night skating. So for those of you who have taken classes with me before, I am going to go through all my chats, which are classes in Patreon, and I'm going to just pop a little reminder that tomorrow is my new virtual art retreat with a code so that you have that if you do want to sign up. But this way, if you do get a message from me in a class, scroll up to the top and grab your Padlet from there and log in for that one, then that should enter it again. I don't know how else to do it. Let's try that way for you, for some of you. Monday, this is the 9th of October already, 23, crazy. I think this could be probably a little longer, but I don't want to do that. I think I'm okay with this area back here. Maybe I've made this garbage can a little bit too big, but they do have large ones. Just looking at some areas on here. And I think I stopped this person. There. I'm good. They're done. I'm done. Sarah says, I do the same as Marianne, have a Blue Shine Art favorites folder. That's such a good idea. So yeah, if you do have an iPad, you know that if you just, I think it's like with all of them, swipe down and then you have notes and new in notes, of course, and that's going to be like, hang on one second. So you can just start a new one, put all your Padlets in here if you copy and paste it from your, and then that will go into your notes list. So that's usually how I save things as well. I like that. And then you can lock them, and so they are safe and people can't get into them without a code. But then you got to remember that code. For lots of little notes. Yes, Amy. I too have lots of notes for lots of little notes. And I'm like, well, I think I put it in my notes, so I'm going to go check on my notes, and hopefully it's in my notes. Steve says, my lights keep flickering and I feel like I'm in my own spooky Twilight Zone horror type TV show. I'm expecting strange noises at any moment, moans and groans. Oh no. I don't like that it gets so dark early and it's not like bright in the mornings. Like it's just getting light now and it's almost 8 o'clock. I do not love that. When does the time change again? And does it go back even more? Like, I can't remember. Or does it go forward? Fall back, right? So that means it would be 6 o'clock. Okay, so that means it'll get darker sooner at night and lighter a little bit earlier. Okay. Had to figure that one out. Fall back, spring forward. That's all I remember. See, I hope you are not in a horror movie. As a reminder, today is Monday. In a couple of hours, I have my foundations class. I will drop all the images in the foundations class so that you get those and you don't have to link to your Padlet if you don't want to figure that out right now. Hopefully Padlet will figure that out. Tomorrow is a bonfire at a campsite, which I'm excited about. That's going to be lovely and colourful. And what else? The Henley School of Art is today. I don't think I can make it. I've got a lot to get done. And my daughter's home. So I'll be enjoying her for the rest of the day. Sarah says, luckily today isn't Friday the 13th, see. Yeah, really. Hi, Marielle. Thank you. Yeah, fall back. Hi, Meryl. Meryl, did you say hi right at the beginning? You may have said hi, but good morning. Yeah, it'll be dark at 4 p.m. Yeah, that's crazy. And like I said, tomorrow is Virtual Art Retreat. Come and travel the world with us. Scotland is such an amazing place, and oh my goodness, the castles are just gorgeous. Finland is just going to evoke that nice, warm, wintry, not all wintry, but you know, just that natural, those natural woodlands, etc., landscapes on the water, fishing. And Egypt is just, well, that's another place in its own realm of beautiful pyramids, and a friend just went, so she has beautiful pictures from there. And South Korea, my daughter went last year, so I do have a few of her photos that we're going to work from, as well as a lot of other photos too, which should be really exciting. So very different. All of these are very different imagery. So it's good practice, and remember, patrons do get a $46 saving if they sign up before tomorrow. So I will send you the links for that. Have a really good day, everybody, and Esty, we are thinking about you. Bye, everybody. Bye.